Okay, let's get this party going. We are live. Give me 1 second to get set up. Sorry, I'm running a little bit late. We got plenty of time to get a little bit of an hour going here. Let everybody get settled in. Birds to the grave. Oh, you know I want another one. Another one. No, I have not heard the new Weapon Wheel intro because I have not been watching it. Lo and behold, on episodes I'm not on, I never watched it. I've never watched an After Dark either, so it is what it is. Not to say that they're not good or they're not bad, but just not, if I'm not a part of it, why am I watching it? It's just how I roll. Just how I roll. Okay. Whew. Interesting day today, especially when butthurt ass haters get into my Twitter mentions. But today we're gonna talk about this guy. This guy. Oh yeah, we got this guy right here. Let me raise it up a bit. This could be the next build. The Wing Gundam Proto Zero. Don't remember this one in the anime. I believe it's a novel version. Endless Waltz. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of the Wing Gundam. It looks kind of generic. I'm not a big fan of the Wing Zero. It just has too much going on and too much angelic themes. And I know that makes me a hypocrite because I do love that Tall Geese Flugel up there. Tall Geese, one of my favorites. So that's what's up. So, let's do some updates. Things are in motion. So if you are an individual ignoring me or not responding, you're being highly irresponsible and highly negligible to the point where you might actually impact other people. But I know you don't care, so there's no use harping on that. Names for the podcast. I've pretty much landed on Beyond Legendary. That's what I'm going to be calling this podcast. Beyond Legendary, because when I talk, it is just absolutely beyond legendary, or maybe it's absolutely legendary. We'll see. But well, let's just address the football stuff real quick while people are filing in on my irrelevant channel that nobody wants to watch or hit the like button, because hit that like button, retweet, favorite, do all that good stuff. I really appreciate that. But let's see. The Super Bowl pick, oh, part of my hair also, I'm looking a little rough, looking a little scraggly. Don't worry, it's getting all done tomorrow, right after work, right after I leave the office. That way I can look nice and fresh for my Super Bowl victory. But, if we're looking down at the Super Bowl, we're looking at the Vegas and the lines and people's predictions. I mean, ESPN has 67 experts weighing in, and who the hell knows who they are? But 41 of them, 61%, are favoring the Chiefs. The Chiefs have an advantage 41-26 via ESPN. So let's look at some of the scores we're seeing. 31-25, 33-30, 24-21, 31-27, 30. I don't see anybody predicting either team will score into the 40s. Me, myself, I believe it's going to be a low 30s, high 20s game. I think we're going to be getting a healthy dose of Saquon Barkley. I will say this. I would say I don't believe the Eagles can get blown out. I believe it's going to be a close game with the Chiefs winning, or I believe that Saquon Barkley is just going to be absolutely bonkers and the Eagles win. And win or lose, I believe that the one person 100% guaranteed to get a ring is Taylor Swift. Win or lose, I believe Taylor. If they lose, I believe Kelsey retires and gives Taylor a ring. If they win, I believe Kelsey gets a ring and they try to run it back for 4. I mean, if you win, you got to go for 4. You're doing something unprecedented as 3. You can't retire in an unprecedented situation until people beat you. That's just me. Is that a Halo reference? Beyond Legendary? I mean, you could make it that. You could combine Halo and the Legend of Heroes. What are your thoughts on the Mana RPG series? I liked Secret of the Mana and Second Densetsu 2. I did not play the remake. Shining Finger Gundam. Burning Finger. Shining Finger. What's up, Fernando? Taylor Swift. Whatever the refs decide. Unfortunately, that could be true. Audio's low again, people are saying. Audio's low. Oh, here we go again. What about now? What about audio now? How you expect the Eagles to win when they're outnumbered 18-11? That's a good point. I mean, just unlocked the new War Bond, so I'll probably be playing with Blacktooth tonight. But what do I know? I don't play games. Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. I don't play games. You know what? I'm going to show you how much I don't play games. Because we're going to address some haters right now that say Bond doesn't play games, which I find funny. Can y'all see this? I don't know if you can. There you go. There you go. You see that? That is 72 hours on Unicorn Overlord. But I don't... The haters say I don't play games. Crazy, right? I don't play games. So let's talk about addressing the haters real quick, because I know a lot of you like to DM me and message me about what's going on in the Discord or what's going on in Twitter. Oh, and before that, you know, because Blacktooth is mentioning air fryers. Nespresso and Senza in the back, Bartesian Duet in the back. I like my mocktails, I like my cocktails, I like my espressos. Iced coffees in the kitchen. Ninja Crispy air fryers also in the kitchen. Crock pots, you name it, I cook it. So Blacktooth, you happy? I told you exactly what's there. Anyway, 72 hours into an RPG. I forget I don't play games. Absolutely not. So let's talk about what happened today, because we had a little short day today. This situation is still going on Twitter, which is absolutely hilarious. Straight from the echo chambers, right? So BG posts a video. A video comes across my Twitter because we follow the same people. We follow the same people. It was Phil Spencer throwing Sarah Bond under the bus. Let me see if I can get this, just so I could show you, because it really isn't that big of a deal. Look at this. So instead of Sarah Bond throwing Phil Spencer throwing Sarah Bond on the bus, I cross out Phil Spencer and Sarah. So it's, how about to do the Bond? Okay, it's a funny joke. It's a funny meme. I didn't flame the dude. I didn't insult the dude. I didn't attack the dude's wife. Damn, can we meme anymore? Can we show GIFs anymore over the internet, over Twitter? Remember when this place used to be fun? Remember when people used to go back and forth with video responses 3 at a time in a day? Remember when, like, the Tales of the $12,000 PC, or, you know, when the Skype... Do y'all remember fun? Do y'all remember fun? Dog, it's a harmless tweet. No family members, no people, no children, no dogs, no animals. Nobody was harmed. except for some bitch ass named Wonton. Wonton has an irrelevant movie podcast that nobody cares about, that him and his other contemporaries were absolutely butthurt, that I have prior mentioned in my time with the prior podcast, the prior company, that nobody cares, dog. Nobody cares to watch you. Nobody knows you. Nobody likes you. Nobody supports you. Nobody knows who you are. It's like when The Rock says, "Who in the blue hell are you? It doesn't matter." Or Thanos says, "I don't even know who you are." And that was a running thing in the echo chamber, that I don't know who a lot of y'all are. And it's not to be disrespectful. It's not because I'm forgetful, because I remember everything. It's because, quite frankly, and again, no disrespect, I don't know who you are, which means you've probably done nothing important or nothing of notoriety. So he starts coming at me, talking about, "Oh, you need to get over this. Oh, or you should talk about something different. Oh, we want to see you win. We want your content to succeed." Dog, I have not ever seen you in my chat. I have never seen you retweet my videos. I have never seen you liked my videos. I've never seen you leave a positive content on my videos or a comment on my videos. So where is this "we want to see you win" BS coming from? No, people I want to see win, I like their stuff. I retweet their stuff. I share their stuff. I comment on their stuff. Where is this "we want to see you win" coming from, when really all you're doing is being a bitch ass and trying to tone police me, telling me what I can and what I can't talk about, what I should and what I should not talk about, who I should talk about and who I shouldn't talk about, and then I gotta question you, saying you were talking to me nice. That how is it nice and not utterly disrespectful for you, a faceless individual, an NPC, to think that in any way, shape, or form that you were going to tell me, another grown-ass man, what to do, what to talk about? Do I tell anybody what to do, what to talk about, who to talk about, what to say, what topics to speak on? No, I do not. Now, if you were to say you want to hear about certain topics or you like certain topics, I'd get it. But again, clown, you don't even watch my channel, as you've stated. So you wish well on a channel, you wish success on a channel, but you don't support a channel, and that's okay, because we don't want cocksuckers over here. You can stay over there in your echo chamber. Stay on over there. So now I'm looking at my Twitter. You're saying I got kicked off because I don't play games, and I hope you're being serious, because that would be even more funny, because I do play games. You're up here arguing with 7th level, talking about nobody knows who 7th level is? Are you kidding me? Nobody knows who 7th level is. Everybody knows who 7th level is. Maybe you don't watch him. Maybe you don't like his content. Maybe you don't particularly care to see what he's doing. But there's nobody in this community that doesn't know who 7th level is. Stop. Stop the lying. Stop the bull crap. And if you want to make fun of his views, maybe you should worry more about your own. You're going back and forth with Dan Brown. Again, nobody knows who you are. You are attacking people because nobody knows who you are, and you're pretending not to know who other people are. When nobody's commenting on you, you're commenting on them. You'll never see me on Wonton's page commenting. Does Wonton even have a YouTube channel? I don't know. But here he is on mine, and he's talking about how Mr. Dan Brown looks. Now, I don't know about y'all, But does this look like the picture of a human? Wonton's avatar? No. No, it doesn't. Nobody knows who you look like. Nobody knows what you look like. And I'm pretty sure you keep it that way because you know people would clown the living hell out of you. Absolute absurdity. Seven has a kid. Seven has a house. Seven has responsibilities. Seven isn't as active as he used to be. I'm not as active as I used to be. Nobody is really as active as they used to be. And as far as I'm concerned, right? As far as I'm concerned, unless, Mr. Wonton, you have signed, sealed documentation directed towards me stating otherwise, trying to tone police me, censor me, or dictate what I can and I cannot talk about, unless you got something like that, like some other people out here, you can't tell me what to do, and you can't say shit. So go back on, crawl back into your echo chamber, go hang out with the rest of the dick suckers that don't like anybody, that love to pander, that love to remain anonymous. Just go back there. Nobody cares. The Patreon used to be at 460. What the hell that shit dropped down to now? Let's see. 460 when I left. And don't even give me that it's a new month because it's February 6th. It was around 460, 480 when I left. And it is about, let's see, 380 now. Maybe you should stop worrying about me and double subscribe to regain those numbers that are lost. And again, that's not a slight at anybody else, but that is a slight at you being an utter idiot. Don't tell me I don't play games. I play plenty of games. I've got 72 hours in Unicorn Overlord. Just pretty much started it. I've got, let's see, 504 hours into Helldivers. That's a recent game. I've got 40 hours into Marvel Rivals. Oh, but my bad. Let's just say I wasn't even playing games. Or as much games. Because, you know, my gaming list wasn't last place. There were people below me that were still welcomed and invited to return that didn't want to return because they don't really care. But, damn. Should I be apologizing for going to Vegas? Should I be apologizing for going to Tampa? Should I be apologizing to going to Charleston? Should I be apologizing to go on vacation? Should I be Why should I have to apologize for living my life? Absolute absurdity. So, to close this out, you are a clown. Everybody in the movie, guys, you're all clowns. Maybe some of you are clowns I like. You know, there are clowns I like, but you're all clowns. Everybody in the echo chamber, bunch of clowns. Y'all can cry. Y'all can complain. I'm going to do my thing to the best I can do within the confines that I'm unfortunately binded to. Opinionated Junkie, $2. KC will win. Taylor Swift undefeated. $20 from Moot Gaming. Appreciate both of y'all. I mean, one of the goals I would like to see every stream is, $100 every stream. Not that I'm asking you that, but it's a good sign of, people actively participating and liking the content that I do. So shout out to you, Jazzy Jefferson. You make that goal every time. But we got to get past this. We're grown-ass men that don't even show their faces, that don't even make their own content, that are completely irrelevant, think they have any, stroke, any clout to think that they could tell me what to do and what not to do. Hell, the dude paying me wouldn't even talk to me about what I can do and what not to do. So why should your freeloading social reject app, why should I even listen to you? Easy. I shouldn't. You're irrelevant. You're a nobody. Me addressing you is only because you were crying and bleeding on my channel, on my Twitter, on my space. So, like the great one says, I'll make your monkey ass famous. So hopefully you get 1, 2, 3 more viewers on your irrelevant movie guys or trash guys or loser guys, NPC guys, crappy guys podcast, but we're moving on. We don't need to talk to you about you anymore. We don't need to address you anymore. You're a loser, and a bunch of the dudes you hang out with are also losers. You're losers, and you harass people that come into that Discord that actually want to have legitimate discussions about games, because a lot of my friends in the real or on YouTube, well, I shouldn't say on YouTube, a lot of people I know on YouTube, they say the same thing. They go in there and all you guys do is bitch, whine, complain, and harass people. Hey, it's not me saying it, it's other people. So, let's move on past irrelevant, out of shape, vertically challenged losers. And we already got my predictions on the Super Bowl. I'm going to go... I'm going to go 32... Eagles low 30s, Chiefs high 20s. That's what I'm going. But let's talk about the Switch. Oh, the Switch. The Switch. The Switch, everybody. Let's talk about the Switch, too. April 2nd, 2025, coming up next month, Nintendo Direct. Let's talk about the Switch. You know, the machine I never play because I don't game. But, you know, if you want to see, I mean, crazier things have happened, you know. It's not like I don't have tons of formations and units in this game. Four-man cells, promotions, no five-man cells yet. But I don't think you would know about that game because you probably don't play it. Absolutely nuts, people. So, Switch 2, which is now my favorite console, is the Switch because it actually has games I want to play, unlike the irrelevant Xbox, or unlike that PlayStation where everything's on PC. April 2nd, what should we be expecting? Well, I think we're going to be expecting a demonstration of the hardware. Probably going to get a comprehensive overview of the hardware. We are seeing, like, mystical buttons and can these... Are y'all still going at it on Twitter? Hold up. Are y'all still going at it on Twitter? They calling this man a window licker. I don't even know who this other guy is, the Prophet. Oh, man. Crazy. Bunch of faceless losers still crying. Anyway, I expect to see the hardware specs. I expect to see the launch window, what it will be. Maybe not an official release. Tentative pricing. Hopefully we see pricing. Launch titles, don't think we'll see all of the launch titles. I think we will get to see something demonstrated, hopefully something. As far as launch titles go, maybe we'll see a couple first party, not everything, but I wouldn't be surprised to see third party announcing things. I fully expect to see Assassin's Creed, obviously, any Ubisoft, any EA game. I expect to see the Japanese fully behind this. Metaphor, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, maybe a double pack, who knows. I expect to see companies with their peripherals, the Pro Controller, or whatever Nintendo wants to call their controllers that are not like, the Joy-Cons and everything. I expect to see the Joy-Cons demonstrated. Hopefully we get to see the online service updated. Hopefully we get to see some gameplay trailers. I don't want to say a focus on a next generation experience, but I do want to say a focus on what Nintendo will be calling their next generation experience. I would expect to see some new IPs, whether it's like a 1-2 Switch, a Wii Sports, or something like that. That's the thing. You kind of run a double-edged sword. At one thing, I believe like a Wii Sports or something like that would be good. But on another thing, it's like maybe you need to, do something completely different because you don't want to do the same thing twice. And I know it sounds weird because Nintendo is always doing the same thing twice, thrice, four, cuatro, penta, cinco, ocho, nueve. They do the same thing over and over, but I feel like right at the start of the gate, you probably want some software or probably want some gimmicks that genuinely or generally differentiate themselves with what they were offering on the Wii, the Wii U, and the original Switch. There's some regard that, there's going to be some special edition consoles for the Switch 2. I doubt it. Maybe there's like some limited first editions, but I don't think there's going to be any kind of significant different one. I don't believe there's going to be an early release. People are talking about that. I mean, whatever Nintendo decides, if anything, it's going to be delayed. It's not going to be pushed back. So I expect this to be a major event. You only get one time to make a first impression. So hoping this is going to be good. Hoping this is going to be great. Moving forward, I see owning of no consoles outside of Nintendo's. So let's get this going, and let's get it going well. Do you think Switch 2 cartridges will go up to 64 gigabytes? They might go higher. That's a good question, though. We don't know why. I mean, I guess we do know. I guess I don't know what these capacity of carts would end up costing nowadays. Especially because you have a lot of games on the Switch where they choose to use their lower tier carts and then have you download the rest of it on the machine, so that way the games will be priced less. I know a lot of people don't like that, but at the same time, like, you are paying less for the game, but I don't know, God forbid you're like me or like 7th level, years and whatever down the line you want to play the game, maybe you're locked out to the content. I don't know. Could be an issue, could not be an issue. If anybody knows how much, the flash memory of the carts or whatever they're using right now, how much that costs, let me know. Switch 2 games will most likely be $70 on all first part, but the ones that go over 16 gig carts. And that's another concern because genuinely they could up the price to 70 and justify it due to a larger cart space or the larger cart requirements. But then you'd be going back to the Super Nintendo and the N64 days where you're charging more for a cart when, Blu-rays and discs and CDs and stuff, or digital, they all cost less. They do. Another issue is this. I can't really justify... How do I explain this? A game being $70 on the Switch 2, but also being $70 on the PC, the Xbox, and the PS5. If anything, that's going to make me feel like I overpaid for the Switch version because, let's be real, I'm sorry, it's going to be technologically inferior. So are we going to be put into a position where we're going to be paying more for technological inferiority? And I already know what they're going to say. I already know. But it's portable. That argument can't really be made now because of things like the Lenovo Go, things like the Steam Deck, things like the Asus ROG. And I know those aren't direct competitors, but I'm going to assume the ROG was going to be more powerful than the Switch 2. And that's going to come off bad if the Switch 2 versions are $70 and the PC versions you can then play on a ROG or anything else that's more powerful than the Switch 2 would be less. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom had a 32 gig cart, hence the $70 price. Ooh, that's not a good look. So that's a very good question. We will definitely have to look into that, and we'll definitely have to see. Another thing, though, is I don't think any of these games are going to be native 4K on these carts. I believe I talked about it last time where, these games will be rendered natively in 1080p, and then whatever NVIDIA's DLSS or AI upscaling that brings it to 4K, that'll allow them to have rendered assets in 1080p, and then the upscale bump it to 4K, 1440, whatever, without them needing to increase in the cart size and the cart. Likewise, they could also make it, I mean, this was prevalent in PC gaming for a while. Maybe if you want 4K textures or anything like that, you just download them separately. Chuck Flea, $2. Get ready for $99.99 GTA 6. Could introduce it. It'd be the only game that could. So, back on Nintendo, because I absolutely have no doubts in my mind the success of the system, especially with how much, you know, the Xbox has been floundering. And I've been saying this for a while now, so pay attention and listen up. Exclusives, Nintendo's games, that of the sort. Nintendo Switch's first-party library is a record breaker. In 8 years since the Switch has launched, Nintendo can boast a total of 72 first-party games have sold 1 million or more copies. That's crazy. Its closest rival, the DS, managed 55 in its lifespan, and the 3DS managed 50. Its closest competitor from the hardware that isn't Nintendo is the original PlayStation that had 49 games that were published by SCI, Sony Computer Entertainment, and sold over 1 million. The Game Boy, NES, Wii, N64, PS2, GameCube, all around the top 10. So let's go down the list real quick. Switch 72, DS 55, 3DS 50. PlayStation 1 49, Game Boy 46, Nintendo Entertainment System 42, Wii 40, N64 37. So let's get this straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the top 8 consoles. Actually, no. We'll go 9 and 10 with the PlayStation 2 at 30 and the GameCube at 26. In the top 10 consoles, handhelds, whatever you want to call them, top 10 gaming machines, Nintendo owns 8 positions. 8 positions. 8 of the top 10 of machines that sold the most million first-party sellers. That's crazy. That just goes to show you that Nintendo is no joke. And I believe I saw something on Jack. Let me, oh, these guys still going at it on Twitter. It's funny. I believe Jack tweeted it and I bookmarked it. Let me find it. Where you at, Jack? Here we go. So, Switch, 150 million. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 67 million. Animal Crossing New Horizons, 47 million. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 36 million. Zelda Breath of the Wild, 32 million. Mario Odyssey, 29 million. Pokemon Sword and Shield, 26 million. Violet and Scarlet, 26 million. Tears of the Kingdom, 21 million. Super Mario Party, 21 million. Mario Brothers U Deluxe, 18 million. Other games, you know, Super Mario Party Jamboree, 5.6 million. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, 3.9 million. Mario and Luigi Brothership, 1.4 million. Like, this is crazy. Super Mario Wonder, 15 million. Paper Mario, 2 million. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, 1.8 million. Like, Jack makes a good point. When you're selling games like that, you don't need PC. You don't. You just don't. Sorry. You don't. And that is why Nintendo won't be putting their games on the PC. So, you know, people can whine, people can cry, people can bitch, moan, and complain. They're not going to do it. They're not. Unless something catastrophic happens, they would never think so. And speaking of putting games on the PC, we've got FF7 Rebirth, off to a strong start on PC. 30% early adopter discount available until February 5th. Likely helped Final Fantasy VII Rebirth build a solid early momentum on PC. The PC version of the RPG is currently one of the best-selling games on Steam. 40,000 concurrent players. Not bad. I mean, if this wasn't a port, ports are extra money. You're just getting free money, so I get it. These numbers to me would be disappointing if they were just the PS5 numbers, but here's my issue. You can look at Spider-Man, right? 24,000 concurrent players, 10th highest PlayStation published game on Steam. If I'm looking at the highest player counts on Steam via PlayStation games, I'm looking at Helldivers 2 at 458,000, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut 77,000, God of War 73,000, Marvel's Spider-Man 66,000, Horizon Zero Dawn 56,000, Forbidden West 40,000, Last of Us Part 1 36,000, God of War Ragnarok 35,000, Days Gone 27,000, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 24,000. Now, some of these games are also available on the Epic Games Store, so there's numbers you can probably add there too, but Spider-Man 2, damn, when did that game come out? It can't be more than a year old. Probably like a year and a couple months. And to me, that's an alarming sign, because the only true way you can know what these games are going to sell on the PC is if they're like Helldivers, day and date. Most PC gamers, they have a console. I know a lot of PC gamers will wait. I'm one of them. Maybe a lot don't wait. But it can't be a coincidence to me that the one game that comes out simultaneously with the PS5 is the best-selling one. So for you to truly know what kind of impact these games would have, damn, who is blowing me up? The only way to truly know what they would have is to release it day and date. Now, the issue also is, if you're releasing it a year and a few months later, as in Spider-Man 2, you're already telling me right now, I have no reason to own a PlayStation 6. PlayStation 5, I'm sorry. It's my last console. There's no reason for me to buy a PS6. Hell, let's just say it's a year. I can wait a year, but to me, this time frame is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. It may not be day and date. It could be 3 months. It could be 6 months. But anything a year less, I'm perfectly fine in waiting. Sorry. By the time the PS6 comes out, I'll be 40 plus. Life's it will be in a different stage. I have no issue waiting. So, take that for what it is. Oh, we actually have a list of all the million sellers. We can actually go down that real quick, because I also do want to talk about my vacation plans come May. And yes, I'll be hitting you up, Rev, because the Universal Orlando Resort unveils exciting new details on Super Nintendo World. Coming to the Universal Epic Universe at the end of May in 2025. Look, Rev, tickets are already $94 for me to fly to Philly all the way down to Tampa. If I come down there, you coming. If I gotta experience, toads and princesses and green and red plumbers with Donkey Kongs and Yoshis and Diddy Kongs and all kinds of colorful mushrooms and warp pipes, oh, nah, you coming. We gonna make a video on that one for sure. Chuck Flea, $2. Why did you stop drinking Sunny D? I think it ran its course, Stuff ain't good for you. We'll just say it like that. But as far as this Super Nintendo World, we got Super Mario Land, we got Mario Kart, Bowser's Challenge, Yoshi's Adventure, the Toadstool Cafe, Rev. We could be getting drinks there. We can get some food at the Yoshi's Snack Island with the Turbo Boost treats, the 1-Up Factory with the Mario Motors. They got meet and greets, so Rev, you can go out and you can take a picture with Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad throughout various areas in Super Mario Land. Honestly, I should probably bring my nieces to this. This sounds wild. They got Donkey Kong Country. They got the Minecart Madness. You can get the power band so you can play some games. Yeah, I might have to bring my nieces and my nephew. This is sounding pretty wild right here. I'm not going to lie. I mean, don't get it twisted. Excuse me. I still have lost my voice. I don't think this is something I would go to multiple times like a zero latency VR, which I freaking find absolutely phenomenal. But I could see myself going to this at least one, maybe max 2 times. Look, I'm a gamer. If they had a PlayStation LAN, I'd go. If they had an Xbox LAN, I'd probably go too. If I'm in the area, why not? I'm normally in Tampa. I'm normally in Orlando. I'm normally in that area anyway. It just makes sense to go. And Rev, you're in that area too, so you should go and get clowned and all that good fun stuff. Let's read some chats real quick. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. Jazzy, oh yeah, I saw you and Wonton going at it on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know what he's going on about. I've yet to play Unicorn Overlord and the 13 Sentinels. Got my Switch yesterday for my birthday. Yeah, that's a weird time to get a Switch, Cassius, Mike. Sweet Tooth Kane, just because you don't always stream yourself playing games doesn't mean you don't play video games. People are dumb. Neo GameSpark, Blacktooth Bond missed the comment. Neo brought it up. What did Neo bring up? Oh, Neo. Bond versus Wonton. Dawn of the Air Fryers is a drama I didn't expect to see. Wonton being a straight clown. Cry about it. Bond plays games. He's just late. I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I like to play games, but can a man play them on his own time? We literally have people that literally bought Final Fantasy 16, a game I bought, beat, played, and reviewed. They bought the game so that they won't continue until it's on PC or the Pro. They get the luxury of waiting to play a game. But me, oh, God forbid, Bond plays a game late. God damn that guy for having a life. F him. Fernando, Bond, it's cool. I'm just going back and playing some old shit. Booted up Assassin's Creed Brotherhood for PS3 for kicks. Yo, and wasn't Jack like going back and collecting old PS3 games? And hasn't Jack beaten Persona 4 or Persona 5 like 1,000 times? This man, Neo GameSpark, literally beats Kingdom Hearts like once a month and floods my goddamn timeline with crappy Disney games. But, oh, my bad. Bond played a game late. My bad. Maybe I should go back and play some PS2, some PS3 games. My bad. Crazy. I know. Crazy. My bad. BG sent the goons after you. No, BG doesn't have to send anybody after me. Because these dudes goon on themselves. They goon for themselves. They are there to try to win over the appreciation for a man that appreciates nothing and nobody. Absolutely nothing and nobody, but they're still vying for his appreciation like a girl chasing Chad. Triple OG 7th level. I know who 7th level is. I'm still subscribed to his channel today. Wouldn't be surprised if Bond has been a Grandmaster in Rivals. I mean, I don't really play ranked because my friends are on console, so we just play unranked and have fun. I should play some ranked, though. Dudes in Weapon Wheel Discord still hate... See? Look. Even Jazzy says it. Right up there, people. Even Jazzy says it. Dudes in the Weapon Wheel Discord still hate follow you. and nothing else needs to be said. Nothing. People hate Follow Me. Decisions on that show were made due to people that don't like me. And that's really all there is to it. That's absolutely hilarious, Jazzy. So if you don't believe other people or don't believe me mentioning other people mentioning it, Jazzy is still on that show right now, and he's telling you. We've seen what Wonton looks like, though. What does he look like? Post that picture, Jazzy. That nigga better be 6'8", looking like Terrell Owens. People have got way too much time to hating people on the internet. Seriously, I just want gaming discussion in the industry. Any thoughts on the NBA trades? NBA is trash, and Kevin Durant is a bitch. And what happened to Luka is inexcusable. What happened to Luka is inexcusable, and I'll tell you why. It would be... How do I explain this? I explain it to my girl in this way, because she doesn't really understand basketball. The Mavericks made the finals last year with Luka as their best player. The Eagles made the Super Bowl last year, and we'll say that Jalen Hurts was their best player. It would be like the Eagles trading Jalen to their arch rival, which in the Mavericks case would be the Lakers, in the Eagles case it would be the Cowboys. So after Jalen won the Super Bowl last year, or made it to the Super Bowl last year, the Eagles then trade him to the Cowboys. That's how bad that Luka trade was. Inexcusable. Saint, don't be a coward. Open the chat up since you talking trash about us. Open what chat up? What chat do you want me to look up? Does he want me to open up the Discord? Is that what he wants me to open up? I mean, speak now or forever hold your peace, my guy. Okay, so you are not holding up your end of the bargain, so let's see what we can do here real quick. This would be my desktop. This would be Discord. And we have Solidcast. We have my Magic the Gathering friend chat. Yes, I be nerding out like that. Hood Magic. We have Best Spot Gamers. We have Gaming with Jack Move. I believe this is Holy One, Gex. We have the CSA chat. We have the Marvel Rivals chat. And then we have Hell Bros, which me and my friends, Blacktooth, that's where we go to when we want to talk. I don't understand your comment when you want to say, open that chat, when I'm not in that chat. I can't show you that chat when I'm not in that chat. I left that chat. I'm not in that chat. I don't look in that chat. First of all, I don't even like Discord. I told you it's the worst thing that's ever happened to YouTube. So, yeah. Don't know. Maybe you were implying something different about open the chat, but if that's what you meant, then yeah, there you go. Saint, our podcast doing more moves than you. Nigga, I got no knees and I'm doing more moves than you. Who are you, Saint? Channel, go to channel. Let's see. Oh my God. People. This is the guy saying he's doing more moves than me. The second channel of Delayed Saint, host of Delayed Takes podcast and member of the Movie Guys podcast. 26 whole subscribers. Oh, yeah. You making moves. Y'all are, like, do y'all hear yourselves? For real. Yes, full sweet try hard white mode. If it ain't white, it ain't right. But, Saint, are you for real, dog? You are making more moves than me. You're not even making moves towards irrelevancy because you're already irrelevant. Unbelievable. Ultimate Power, beefing when they talk about him first. Again, you fail to gaslight. He's likely bald too. Studios, you could never. Invites from film studios, you could never. You know, it's funny because maybe you forgot the one time I was in Montreal and I had dinner out, you know, with my boy, a couple lady friends, and one of the head VFXs for Sony, where I knew about Garfield and Tobey joining up for the Spider-Man movie, where all the Spider-Men were in the Spider-Man movie, the third Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. Yeah, I knew all about that before you did because I actually had dinner with the damn guy. Did you have dinner with him? Oh, no, you didn't. So you can beg, plead, whine, and cry about, invites from studios. Let me know when you've had cocktails with the nigga, because you haven't. Wonton Soup, you got fired, and? And? Were you ever hired? Oh, no, wait, you weren't. You weren't, because you're irrelevant. You weren't hired. Over under on something, Weapon Wheel being a topic of next stream. Well, to be fair, Weapon Wheel wasn't even a topic of this stream because Wonton isn't a member of Weapon Wheel. So nowhere in this discussion, in this topic, in this stream, is Weapon Wheel a topic. We addressed Wonton. I didn't talk about BG. I didn't talk about Smooth. I didn't talk about Jack. Let them boys do what they're doing. I'm over here doing what I'm doing. Opinionated Junkie, $2. GPU on the same price as my mortgage. Oh boy. Yeah, $2,000 plus, Doug. Wonton, got any insight on information on PlayStation yet? For Wonton in the chat from Twitter. Now he in the chat on YouTube. We're watching a Bond stream. We both are. Yeah, everybody's watching a Bond stream. You know what they're not watching? They're not watching a Wonton stream. They're not watching a Saint stream. They're not watching a Movie Guys stream. I don't think Metroid Prime 4 will be a launch title. God damn it, Jazz. It needs to be. Something needs to show off the power in a non-cartoonish way, and it needs to be because, god damn it, how much longer are they going to work on it? They're probably going to repackage Smash again and sell it joint for full retail. I could see the next Smash being repackaged a la Mario Kart Deluxe, like the Wii U did to the Switch. Take-Two is push $70 games, NBA 2K. Being a PC master race and championing a piece of shit 20 to 30 frames hybrid handheld console is crazy to me, Bond. Well, we don't really know that. And likewise, the games I'm playing, Full Try Sweetheart, I mean, I play RPGs on this thing. I'm not playing anything where I'm needing to aim or needing to move or needing 60 frames. I mean, like, frame rate in Unicorn Overlord, it's kind of irrelevant. You're selecting menus and you're setting up formations. Same thing with a game like Fire Emblem. PS5 will surpass PS2 sales. I'm not sure. I haven't really been paying attention to the PS5 sales because, I mean, it's not going to catch the Switch, and with the Xbox being irrelevant, there's really no reason to. Correction, Spider-Man 2 was a year. Okay, a year and 4 months. That's what I'm saying. We're getting closer and closer to a year. Getting closer and closer to a year. Hit that like button, get this work. Bond talking flying while planes are crashing. You know, Chuck Flea, you bring up a good point, because I've had this conversation with my friends. It's February, March, April, May. Hopefully in 3 months this gets sorted out. I don't think anybody should be on a plane right now. That's my opinion. I don't think so. Nope, absolutely not. My friend is going to Japan in next month, and I'm like, damn, that would have been a cool trip to, you know, double date and go out on, maybe even triple date, get two other friends, 2 other girlfriends, 6 people, be an awesome trip. But like, I don't think I want to go to Japan right now. I'm pretty good on that. That and spend way more money in Vegas than I really wanted to. A lot more money in Vegas than I wanted to. We got to refresh the chat. It's running really slow. You know what we should do too? Here's another thing we should do. Where is Wonton? Where is this hating ass jabroni at? Bond was hitting up them brothels. Nah, man, Vegas is just expensive. Jazzy said Smash Ultimate is already done with all the DLC. So I'll take Jazzy's word for it. We got no reason to believe Jazzy's lying. I hope somebody did not ban Wonton, because now I can't find his comments. Anyway, maybe I can find it on Twitter. Let's see. There we go. Wonton. YouTube. Let's see. Let's see, Wonton. Bro, are you kidding me? You and Saint need to stop. People, look at this real quick. The one dude had like, what was it, 26 or 66 subscribers? I already forgot. 384 subscribers. Oh, we're doing bigger things than you are. We're doing bigger things than you are. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. You're doing bigger things than I am with your 384 subs. At this point, I'm just going to, you know, chalk it up to mental illness. I mean, what else do y'all want me to say? What else do y'all want me to say? I mean, like, 26, 66, 386. Y'all ain't doing nothing. And even if you was doing something, here's the best part. Nobody cares. Nobody. Those moves, though. BG got tired of Bond being right all the time. Yo, look, from what Wonton said today, I absolutely now believe that to be true. Because here's the thing. A lot, and like BG said, I just want to come in, say what I want to have, and leave. There's a lot of people on this website, and you can definitely see it in regards to a lot of people's opinions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, into the realm of DEI, Sweet Baby, all this Trump stuff, erasing DEI, equal, whatever. Y'all can see that it bothers people, and they're not willing to have any kind of discussion, any kind of discourse, any kind of conversation. They don't want to hear it. And I'm not saying it's on one side or the other. I'm saying it's on both. Me, I'm always willing to have a conversation. I'm always willing to have a discussion. I'm always willing to challenge other people's views. And you know what? Challenge my views. I'm right almost all the time, but I'm not right all the time. And if nobody challenges my views, then what fun is that? For me to prove that my views are right, for me to prove that my points are right, for me to prove that by large and part I am the most factual and correct person in this arena, you have to challenge my views. I have to accept that challenge, and then I have to turn your challenge away because I owned you, or I manned up and I conquered whatever you brought to my face. Just like when Wonton says, nobody cares about you. Wrong. Just like when Wonton says, he's doing bigger, better things. Wrong. Just like when Wonton says, nobody watches you. I'm looking at 163 people watching. Wrong. Just like when Wonton says, nobody hits that like button. 100 plus people liking. I urge you people, hit that like button more. Show Wonton just exactly how much y'all like when I stream. Wrong. Bond doesn't play games. Okay. 72 hours. Unicorn Overlord. Wrong. Bond doesn't beat games. Wrong. Like, dog, y'all don't understand. When you lie and bullshit, I'm just gonna own you. Y'all can't stop me. You can't. Unless you have something legally binding that says you can stop me, you cannot stop me. And another reason why you cannot stop me. Oh, don't worry, it's coming. Y'all can't stop me simply because of this. Y'all will never be able to stop me because the irrelevant files. 61 gigs that I could just pull up at any time and just destroy anybody. And that's what people don't like, that I can just pull shit up and just destroy you. Sorry. Words have meaning. Meaning has responsibility. Responsibility has accountability. If you don't like me pointing out stuff you said, then own it. Default, Bond speaking facts. Big Goof was getting tired of being fully exposed. When Bond says he's going to be, when Wonton says he's going to be doing bigger things, he's referring to Mandingo. All right, let's go down this list real quick, because I did want to talk about this. We're almost, what are we right now? Because, I don't like to go too much over an hour, but we could talk about this. This is the list of Nintendo, and there's 69 million plus sellers. Mario Kart Deluxe, Animal Crossing, Smash, Breath of the Wild, Odyssey, Pokemon, Mario Party, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Deluxe, Ring Fit Adventure, damn, 15 million? Pokemon Pikachu Eevee, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Luigi's Mansion 3, Splatoon. Like, dog, like, I'll just link this in the chat. I mean, if y'all want to check it out, you can, because we'll just be reading this thing forever. I'm just going to put it in the chat. Y'all can click that, because this is a lot. Let's look at the bottom. I mean, even Mario versus Donkey Kong, Game Builder Garage, Princess Peach Showtime, Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training, even Astral Chain, Nintendo Labo. Nintendo did publish Ultimate Alliance 3. I'm glad to see Xenoblade on this. I mean, Captain Toad Arms. Like, these games hit 1 million, people. They hit 1 million. So last I want to talk about, we don't have any more haters crying in the chat. Yeah, there you go. You got the link default. 61 gigs of men. That hard drive worth more than Bitcoin. You ain't lying, dog. Oh, man, I gotta shake this cold. Hold on 1 second. What are these guys talking about? Irrelevant stuff. Anyway, last up on the list. Forza 5 is coming to PS5. Finally signals the start of Xbox's best era. I don't know why, Smooth especially, Owari die. It's over, dog. I mean, it's really funny, right? The whole Xbox contingent has completely given up on this. They've given up the console war. They've spread their cheeks open. They're putting their games on everywhere, and they're happy that everybody else can play their games as well as their games, but they can only play their games and they can't play everybody else's games. They're happy that, just fund Game Pass, keep funding Game Pass, because they're happy to act broke, which is funny because weren't the Xbox guys the ones making fun of PC gamers, saying, oh, you gotta wait for Steam sales. Oh, you don't ever buy any games. Nobody buys PC games. Everybody pirates PC games. Oh, you guys are thieves, or you guys are broke. You guys wait for Steam sales. And yes, Smooth, I have videos of you saying that. You will get yours shortly. But now, we went from it's bad to own games at a cheaper price to now it's good to subscribe to games for a cheap price that everybody else gets to play, that you don't get to play everybody else's games. Crazy, right? Cheap, broke bastards, or people complaining about cheap, broke bastards, allegedly, are now cheap, broke bastards. Now look, it's good that Forza 5 is on PS5. Now, if you want to own racing, you go buy a PlayStation. Buy a PlayStation. Also now, with Forza coming over, Gears is coming over, Halo is coming over. Halo, Gears, and Forza. Halo, Gears, and Forza. Oh yeah, that song? You're going to have to make a new song called No Games, No Games, No Games. No Games, No Games, No Games. Bon is making fun of me because I am a big lame. No games, no games, no games. No games, no games, no games. I suck Phil Spencer's dick because I am a big lame. No games, no games, no games. Oh yeah. I got bars for you, Smooth. Oh, man. Imagine owning a console where all the other consoles get to play your games and theirs, and you only get to play yours and nothing else. Crazy. Crazy. And there's no way you can justify it. There's no way you can manipulate it. There's no way that you can serve it up and say that it's better or it's what's best for business. Because again, we made the calculation. 64% of Microsoft's business is done on the PS5. And I would imagine that PC is higher than the Xbox, and Nintendo Switch is probably going to be up there as well, and probably going to be further on when Switch 2 comes out. Bottom line is, less than 20% of Microsoft's gaming business is even done on the Xbox platform. Crazy. Crazy times, people. Anyway, we've been here for an hour and 10 minutes, so it is about time to wrap this up. So if y'all got any super chats, y'all got any questions, y'all still haven't hit the like button, y'all can hit that right now. I'm doing one little quick scan of the chat again real quick. QB, every single person or every singed Pokemon game on the Switch has every Pokemon. Oh, I'm sorry. His name is just QB. Every single Pokemon game on the Switch has been trash. The DS had the best Pokemon games. Astral Chain ain't perfect, but it's definitely a gem on the Switch. Great combat. Exclusives do matter. You're absolutely right. Pokemon BW2, is that Black and White 2? I don't know. Jazzy says it's still his favorite. Full Treat Tryhard or Full Sweet Tryhard. This is a perfect example of why all sales aren't created equal. Listen to all these trash titles with huge sales. This is more damaging to Nintendo's community than it is to... I don't know what that last word is, but no, I disagree, and here's why. The highest selling games are Nintendo's best games, but Nintendo still puts out supplementary and tertiary games, to keep cash flow going, to make money, to pump into the larger games, and those games are still selling $1 million and making money. That also gets experience to people on the lower end, newer programmers, less experienced programmers just being hired, programmers just coming in. So the fact that those games can still sell $1 million is nothing but good. MC or Mr. Lucifer, $2 Canadian. Smooth MLD waited for Microsoft to compete. Yeah, speaking of MLD, who's the bitch of the industry now? Mr. Lucifer, by the way, Bond, thoughts on the Royal Rumble this year? I would have never expected Jey Uso to win. I was expecting The Rock to win. Number 31, especially when Tozawa got knocked out. I thought that, The Rock was going to come in at 30 or 31, but I was wrong. I guess don't trust the dirt sheets. I don't know what to tell you. Bond, stay hating on irrelevant consoles. That's another thing, right? A lot of the Xbox guys say, why do you care? Imagine if I didn't care. Imagine if I didn't care. If people like me didn't care, y'all would have never got Pandora's Tower. Y'all would have never got The Last Story. Y'all would have never got Xenoblade on the Wii. If people like me didn't care, the Wii U would have never improved into the Switch. If people like me didn't care, the PS3 wouldn't have improved to the PS4. If people like me didn't care, nobody would improve. But people like you don't care, you Xbox fanatics, and guess what? Because you don't care, the Xbox 360 never improved with the Xbox One. The Xbox One never improved to the Xbox One X and the Series S and all that other stuff. The Xbox never improved because y'all never asked for better. Try asking for better. Try voting with your wallet. Instead of bragging about you spending money on Game Pass and you're happy and this and that, why not tank those Game Pass subscriptions? But now, I believe you're beyond the point of no return. I don't believe there is any way Microsoft can fix the issue or change the problem. Again, you have a limited lifespan or a limited time frame to try to fix things. And if this was any other console or any other business not named Microsoft with endlessly deep pockets, they would have already been gone. And remember, Satya Natalia was ready to be done with this period despite the amount of money Microsoft made. Microsoft was forced to become third party. So take that for what it is. It's too bad, really. A 360 was a banger. You are right. Full sweet try hard. Bond changing the industry. Always have and always will. Well, I'll let you guys go, people. I am going to make some dinner. I'm going to relax. We're going to hopefully win this weekend. Catch y'all later. Keep whining about me on Twitter. Keep crying about me on Discord. Keep pushing your irrelevant podcasts and channels that nobody cares about. But again, hit the like button, show your support. I appreciate it. We'll be back next time because we are beyond legendary. And y'all are beyond legendary too because y'all support the cast. Catch you guys later. Enjoy your week. Have a good one.